Hello everyone, you're joining me in the shed for a slightly odd video. As you can tell, I've lost my voice. And with that, my original accent is making an appearance. Because apparently it's the easiest way to talk. However, sitting in the shed next to that, while I do my day job, is getting a bit torturous not being able to get the bike to start. So, I'm going to crack on and get her to try and get her to start today. Now, I haven't done my molasses trick on the fuel tank yet, because actually, I think we can get away without doing it. There's a little bits of odds and ends in there, which I shall now demonstrate some of the more interesting ones. More specifically, quite like this, which, as I'm sure you can tell, is wood. There you go, like that. More specifically, I think it's bark. So we've got a fuel tank full of bark. Somehow, I don't think the engine's going to run on bark. Smells quite nicely of ancient petrol, mind you. Made quite an interesting air freshener in the garage. Oh, there we are. Put that over there. So that tank's alright. Going to get it on the bike. I haven't cleaned the carb out yet, so it's a bit optimistic this. Get it on the bike, give a bit of the amber nectar, and see if she'll run. If not, we'll have to get it off, clean that carburetor out. I would, however, like to take this time to explain what we're going to do with this bike, because I could go the whole hog on this bike, strip it down, powder coat the frame, all that, put a new mud guard on the front, as in and the back, all chrome it up, make it lovely. However, that's going to cost a pretty penny, which I don't have, and it will probably end up being uneconomical in relation to the value of the bike. Doesn't matter if I was going to keep the bike, but obviously I've already got a Bentley. I don't really need two, so probably this bike's going to end up being rehomed to make way for something else. Got me out on a CB360 if I can find one. So, really and truly, I want to make sure this bike can wash its face. And also, the next owner is either they're going to be able to take it the whole hog or enjoy it as it is. I want to get this bike to a good, usable, rideable standard for the next person to enjoy. So there we are. I'm going to crack on and get that fuel tank on. Now obviously I'm going to need both hands to get this tank on, just because before I'm pretty sure it goes with the two little exhaust rubber mounts here, which fit into that. So you slide them on there like that, and then the back of the tank here, he says trying to get the camera to focus, there, just goes nicely into that little rubber snubber down there. So I'm going to crack on, get this tank back on. So there we are, got the tank on the bike, got the fuel tap plugged to the carb, ready to fill up with some of the petrol. This is probably the most precarious part of the entire operation, because petrol has just hit nearly £2 a litre. So frankly, I don't want to waste any of it. There we go. And as always, I've overfilled my jerry can. And it's a 10 litre job here also, it's quite heavy. I reckon that should probably be enough. Right then. Let's see what's what. Now then. What I have learned as well is the Bentley does like to be left on a little bit, so you've got a chance for the carb to fill up. If I remember correctly, that way she gets down to reserve. There we are. We've got a nice flow of petrol into the carburetor. I think we'll give her a little go, see what happens. Give her a little tickle on the choke. See what we get, shall we? Well, that wasn't too bad. That was not too bad at all. I think we'll give her a little second. Take another go. I don't think we can complain about that. I think that's what we call a result, even if you can't say it properly. Turns out the horn works as well. I think it's safe to say that this little bike don't want to be parked up anymore. That was a proper result, running like a Swiss watch, no leaks anywhere, lovely pressure at the back of the exhausts, hunky dory. So we can go about now, can go about stripping the back end down, replacing that swinging arm, and a good general tidying up of the frame, because there's plenty of surface corrosion kicking about in really in the hidden bits where the water has trickled down that's caused the corrosion on that swinging arm. I think we'll get the back end a good clean up, try and get that, replace that mission side panel, and try and look for a seat that isn't bankruptingly expensive. Try and sort something for the front mudguard, sort that front brake, and then she'll be hunky dory. Thanks for watching, thanks for trying to listen, and I hope you join me again.